Today, we are in Selma, Alabama. Selma is a community south of Montgomery that was a Jewish settlement before the Civil War. But 100 years after the Civil War, there was another meeting here in Selma. This meeting was led by John Lewis from Troy, Alabama, who was the president of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, often referred to as SNCC, and Reverend Hosea Williams. Reverend Williams was the local representative of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Together they led 600 marchers who gathered behind this church and marched up this street on March 7, 1965. They marched towards the Edmund Pettus Bridge, over the Alabama River, and 50 miles lay in front of them to Montgomery. It was the purpose of this group to impress upon Governor George Wallace that the black citizens of Alabama, here in Dallas County, and in Lowndes County, and in Montgomery County, were not given their full rights since the end of the Civil War 100 years before. Now we're going to take that walk. We're going to walk up to the Edmund Pettus Bridge. We're going to go over the bridge, where on the other side of that bridge, they were met by resistance from the state police of Alabama. Let's take that walk. The marchers turned onto Selma Street from Brown Memorial Chapel, which is 3 traffic signals behind me. They walked up Selma Drive to Broad Street, here in downtown Selma, the main thoroughfare. From there, the 600 marchers took a left turn, heading towards the Edmund Pettus Bridge to cross over the Alabama River and onto State Route 80 and head towards the Capitol. That's the direction we're going to take now. In fact, the treatment at the hands of the police was inhumanely brutal. As I walked across this bridge, even after 45 years, I could still feel the emotion from what occurred on that day. I could feel Major John Cloud, the commander of the state troopers, as he yelled through his bullhorn, "This is an unlawful assembly." He then ordered the marchers to return to their church or their homes. But John Lewis issued a message by word of mouth passed back among the marchers. He told them to kneel and pray. I could feel it as I got to that point when he told them to kneel and pray. The message didn't travel fast enough. Major Cloud's message traveled much quicker, and he issued his order, and he said,
"To be detrimental to your safety to continue this march, and I'm saying that this is an unlawful assembly, you are ordered to disperse. Troopers here, advance." You are to disperse. Your orders to disperse. Troopers here, advance.
Not clear.
Oh yeah, they gotta be. They can't block the road. The man got to come down the road. How you gonna block this? The border security got to come. You know you can't block the road. You're right about that. I came 40 minutes early. I'm like, let me start early. At least you need to be early. That's why I said, man, minutes, you know. Usually something silly. Man, I got I'll get my 8 cube in the morning. You're sorry. In the middle. 6 in the middle. Yeah, you're the
Can we have somebody take somebody to a doctor?
I have the pleasure to present to this great audience young John Lewis, National Chairman, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. Brother John Lewis.
We march today for jobs and freedom, but we have nothing to be proud of. For hundreds and thousands of our brothers are not here, for they're receiving starvation wages.
President and Mrs. Obama, President Clinton, President Carter, I want to thank Bernice King, the King family, and the National Park Service for inviting me here to speak today. We have come a great distance in this country in the 50 years, but we still have a great distance to go before we fulfill the dream of Martin Luther King Jr.
We must say that we cannot be patient. We do not want our freedom gradually, but we want to be free now. The time will come when we will not confine our marching to Washington. We will march through the South, through the streets of Jackson, through the streets of Danville, through the streets of Cambridge, through the streets of Birmingham.